Transit TV back again after a couple of weeks break. Season just ended, took some time off, and we're back again today talking Jack Grealish. This player, would like him or hate him, one thing every footballing person in Europe will agree is that there's a talent in there. And just like every other English talent that has come out of England the past say decade, most of them, 85% of them, have not lived up to the expectation. And it's a conundrum to figure out what is the reason for this. A lot of people put it to being overhyped. I'm one of the people that feel that sometimes it's not being overhyped, but because obviously they have talent, but most of the time the hyping starts too early and gets into their head, and they get this big contract that they don't deserve at the time, and they just lose it from there. To Jack Grealish, let's talk about Jack Grealish today. No longer news. Pep Guardiola left him out for the Club World Cup squad for Man City going traveling this summer. And if you also remember the last game of the season at Aston Villa, he was also left out of the squad. And Pep, if you also remember, got agitated when he was asked questions about Jack Grealish. And now it's now obvious that something is up right there. His career in Man City obviously looks like it's come to an end, and predictably so. We look at his statistics, and I was talking about this the other day with one of my friends, and Jack Grealish never really kicked off in Man City. He has never really performed, just like the other guy, Kevin Phillips, that also went there from Leeds. Remember Grealish before he went to City in Aston Villa, he single-handedly carried Aston Villa, carried that team, brought them to levels, and City came and snapped 100 million, if you remember. And he never really kicked off in City. He has a very discouraging and unbelievably ridiculous statistics when it comes to his career in City. In EPL last season, the Grealish appeared for City 20 times, scored just one goal and one assist. And in those 20 appearances, only started 16 games in EPL. In EPL all season. No, in all season, he only made 16 starts for City, 32 games or in all competitions. 20 of those were in EPL, had one goal, one assist, and only made 7 EPL starts last season. That is ridiculous. And the last 3 seasons, Jack Grealish, 20 appearances last season, scored 3 goals, 1 assist. The season before that, 5 goals, 7 assists. That was his best in City. That was the first season that he came to City. Champions League has only 2 goals and 2 assists in all his career in Manchester City. I don't know what to make of this. And like I said, I'm not going to deny the fact that there is talent in there. The Grealish is talented. He's very talented. I believe so. One thing I will question is attitude. I don't know if he has the right attitude. But when he was in Aston Villa, he played football. He worked hard for the team. It's just that maybe he's one of these players that just like to be the main man. And he goes to City. He had to wait. Pep Guardiola, when he joins City or joins any Pep side, it takes you some time to understand what he wants from you. Apparently, he had the mental strength and stamina to work hard to get to where Pep wanted to be. And that's why we have what we have today with him. So, and rumors have started flying around where he's going. And I'm going to, first of all, give you some of the teams that are interested, but I will tell you, where he probably would best for him. I hear AC Milan are snooping around. In EPL, you have Tottenham, you have Everton, you have Newcastle as well, looking at signing him. And in Europe, AC Milan, even teams like Real Madrid are possible destinations for him, depending on what city they want for him. But it looks like at any reasonable bidding, City will let him go. But surprisingly for me, if you ask me, and let me know what you think in the comment section, there are two teams in England that I think that Grealish can go in now and be of good value to them. First of all, Manchester United. United right now are making some very smart moves in the transfer market. It looks like they're going to get at least 2 or 3 very quality players to join that team next season. And Amorim made his mistakes, but I still feel that he's a good coach. So if Grealish can join United this season with Cunha and Mbeumo coming, United will cook. And that probably will kickstart his career. But the problem is that is only if United is going to end up selling Bruno. If Bruno stays in United, then that won't be a good move for Grealish. The second place, surprisingly for me, will be Arsenal. Yes, Arteta likes his players to work hard. But Grealish being 25 this year, or 26, I think it's going to be a prideful year for him, and he's going to do everything to prove Pep wrong. Arsenal needs somebody in the left side of their attack to compete with Martinelli. Jack Grealish can create chances. We know that. And with a team like Arsenal that play on a front foot, he will create chances and he will score goals. He's one of the most dangerous players that you allow at the age of the 18-year boss with ball to his feet, especially on that left side. So if Arteta can get Jack Grealish, if Arsenal sign Grealish this season, this summer, I won't see it as a bad transfer, depending on what his demands are going to be and what they're going to want for him. And other people, a lot of you are going to say, yeah, you're going to be taking players every time you buy Jesus, you bought this, that. But I mean, Jesus wasn't a bad buy for Arsenal. Just that Arsenal decided to use him for what he's not really good at. Zinchenko and Jesus elevated the levels at Arsenal when they came. Yeah, the team has now grown. We need more. We need better qualities. Jack Grealish as well, I believe if he comes, he's Saka on the right, Jack Grealish on your left. If he is ready to work, to roll his sleeves and work like every other player in that team, I don't think it'll be a bye-bye for Arsenal. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Grealish is a conundrum, I believe so, but I don't think it'll be a bad bye for either United or Arsenal. Ciao.